Hi, welcome back to Captivating Makeup. I am your host, Emma, and today we are going to be getting ready while I talk about makeup I thought was overrated before I tried it. These are just a few brands that, I didn't try for a while because I was like, do I really want to try them, blah, blah, blah. But ended up really liking them once I tried them. And now I want to try new products. And these are products that are pretty loved right now, or at least what I see is being really loved right now. Or maybe brands that are loved by a fan base. And I was like, whatever. But I've actually started to like their products. So we're going to talk about those while I get ready. Hopefully I can multitask today, because I do need to get ready because I am going to go see Spirited Away for the 50 millionth time, but this time I am seeing it in theaters, and I'm trying to do a Spirited Away kind of theme today. So Chihiro is the theme, but also a little bit of Haku. I'm not really going for no face, but I am wearing my Spirited Away shirt. It makes me very happy, and it's on and I want to be on theme today. So I'm going to try and do my makeup while I also talk about these, while I also try to, I'm going to try some winged liner today, because I have a vision in mind and I am so scared. But we're going to try and make it work. We're going to do our best to make it work. I hope. I really hope. I'm trying. Alright. So we're gonna get started. And the first brand I have in my script today is one that people might be a little surprised about because of how much I've talked about it and how much I've kind of raved about it and how much I've talked about loving it and using their palettes and using their products a lot. And it might come as a surprise that at first I was very against playing with this makeup. I really thought she was overrated. I thought her makeup was overrated, and I was just not into it. And then I tried it, and now I am such a huge fan, and it's kind of embarrassing to have to admit that, I was wrong. I will admit I was wrong, and that the products are actually really good, and I enjoy her products, and I haven't even told y'all the brand yet, and I just keep going and going about how I am a fool for not enjoying her makeup sooner. It is Natasha Denona. So Natasha Denona, for the longest time, I kind of kept away from. And specifically because I used to watch during the pandemic a lot of old YouTube. And by old YouTube, I mean 2016 YouTube, 2016, 2018 YouTube, peak of beauty guru popularity kind of stuff. And one of the big ones that everyone promoted was the Sunset palette from Natasha Denona. And if you had asked me then, I would have thought it was a lot prettier. But sorry, I had to go fix something. But if you asked me at the time, I might have said, yeah, it's kind of pretty. But those weren't the colors I was into. And I felt like a lot of people just hyped that palette up, and it was expensive. So for me at the time, the idea of a $130 dollar palette, I'm rounding up here, was a lot. The idea of paying that much was a lot. Me in the past would pass out at the idea of how much money I spend on makeup now. That is nothing at this point. I just didn't think it was that pretty of a palette, and I thought everyone overhyped it, and I I wasn't into it like everyone else was. I just didn't think it was special enough. Like, I didn't understand the hype. Let's put it that way. Then I started working for Sephora and started actually playing with the Natasha Denona palettes. And I realized that, you know, Natasha actually had some like pretty decent like stuff from what I could see. And the formula like felt pretty good and whatnot. But I was still so like, no, nothing can be better than like indie makeup. Like it's overrated. I can buy like nicer stuff for the same amount, blah, blah, blah. And then I bought one. So I bought, my first ever Natasha Denona palette was the Retro palette. With all those like pinks and mauves, and it's very cool toned, and it's super pretty, and I bought one because everyone was like, it's beautiful, it's perfect, you should try it. And I finally like gave in. I was like, fine, I'll try the palette. And I bought it. I tried with all my power to be like, I do not like this palette. It's not that good, but it is so good. Like, I love her formula. And if I was going to recommend any of the palettes, I would always recommend the mid-range. Like, because I don't think the big ones are special enough, but the mid-range palettes I think are so good. And those are the ones I would recommend hands down. The smaller palettes are fine. I just don't think they're like, I guess they're just not as much for me because I love using a lot of colors, so having such a small palette doesn't do much for me. But now I love Natasha Denona. Like, I own like a bunch of her eyeshadow palettes, the Quints, and I own a bunch of the Quints, and I own a bunch of the like mid-tier palettes. I don't own any of the really big ones, but the formula's good. I like the formula, and I think y'all would enjoy it too. So I had to eat my words a lot on Natasha Denona. And I'm kind of sad I didn't try. Ooh, I think I made that work. Yep, I made that work. I should stop layering before I like screw my makeup up completely. But yeah, I think I got 2 wings. But yes, now I understand how special they are, and I was stupid for not getting into it. And I wish I had gotten into it sooner, because I think past me would have also enjoyed her palettes just a little sooner. Oh, and her lipsticks are good. I tried the lipsticks recently. I really enjoyed the lipsticks. Like, the lipsticks are so freaking good. Like, creamy, smooth, and the color I got, the bullet is so misleading because I looked at the bullet and I was like, oh, this color is not gonna work for me. The color works fantastic, and I feel bad that I doubted it. Just shouldn't have doubted it. All right, so the second one I didn't give a lot of credit because it's a celebrity brand. And even though I thought the theme fit for the celebrity brand, like I didn't think like she was trying to do something that like was outside of her realm. Like, I didn't think, like, I felt like the brand fit her. I personally didn't think anything she did would really go with my aesthetic. Like, I didn't think her aesthetic matched what I liked in makeup. And that's fine. Not everything is made for me. But, you know, like, it kind of kept me from the brand for a while. And that is Give Beauty. So Give Beauty came out and I was like, kind of like, whatever. Like, what's so special kind of about Give Beauty kind of deal? People were saying that like her lipsticks were good and that her products were pretty solid. And I kind of was like, you know, is what it is. But nothing kind of piqued my interest with it for a long time. Because I was kind of like, I guess I kind of was like, what does Gwen know about makeup? Like, at least the makeup I like to do, like, would she even produce anything that I would enjoy? Everyone was giving such, like, great reviews of it, and I was just not seeing what was special about it. And then, okay, and you gotta realize, like, a lot of these revelations are, and then I tried it. Which, like, I think is a revelation for a lot of people. I think a lot of people realize once they try something that maybe they were wrong about the situation. And I think that's perfectly okay to be wrong as long as you can admit that you were wrong in that situation. And I will admit I was wrong in all of these scenarios. But the big reason I kind of gave in was everyone was kind of telling me to try it. And I was like, I guess I can take a gander at it. And you know, the brand does make sense for her. I don't think Gwen Stefani is doing anything with her brand that I'm like kind of sitting there kind of side-eyeing. Like, even when she came out with like play paints, I wasn't sitting there like she didn't come out with play paints that I was sitting there and I was like, that isn't you. Like, I think all of her products kind of scream her aesthetic, scream what she likes to do in makeup. It's definitely not like super artistry. It feels very 90s, which I can kind of appreciate from her because I think that's kind of her aesthetic, and you know, I appreciated it. I finally tried some of her products, and even though I don't own any of her lipsticks, her lipstick formula is pretty dang good. Her signature red lipstick, an original formula or secret formula, something like that. Original recipe, that's it. Is actually pretty good, like the formula for it. Now, is that the color for me? Heck no. But it is a very pretty color, and I can see why it would fit a lot of people, and I could see why Gwen Stefani fans would really love that lipstick. Because I think, if I can remember correctly, that was the lipstick she used to wear a lot. And I can respect that. And then, what else? Her lip glosses are my favorite. Like, her lip glosses are just, stellar. They are a little sticky. And I usually don't like a solid gloss. I usually like a glitter gloss. But her glosses are just, like, beautiful, in my opinion. I love the one named Candy. I think it is such a pretty, like, pinky purple and goes so well with any of my mauve or rosy lipsticks. I think it just hits, like, it's a beautiful color. And I mean, I couldn't have tried the glosses any sooner because, you know, well, I guess you don't know. They came out... I bought one when they came out. I couldn't have probably tried it any sooner, but I enjoyed that color and I enjoyed the texture and the formula, and I was just really impressed with her, just with it. And I got to see her talk at one point about her brand, and she actually seemed to like care about her brand compared to some brand owners. I think some brand owners just own a brand to own a brand. But people like Selena Gomez, and I would even put Gwen Stefani in that picture, I think really care about the products they put out and what their customers are actually getting. I don't think they just like try to submit shitty products. So believe what you will, I think Gwen Stefani's like brand is pretty good. And the next thing I want to try is her highlighters. I think her highlighters look gorgeous. And that would be my next purchase, I think. Ooh, okay, so I'm liking how the look is turning out. So I did like a pink matte Chihiro's pants, like that pink. And then the lids are this bluish green duochrome for Haku. So it's got like a white base, but then it shifts like this bluish green, which I think works perfectly for what I'm trying to do. And then I have white eyeliner for Haku, and I think it looks cute. They're definitely not sisters. I mean, they're sisters, but they're definitely not twins. But I think it's cute. I think the idea is cute. I'm happy about it. And we're gonna move on now that I have it exactly where I want it. All right, and then we are going to move on to the next brand, and that would be Milk. As I use my Milk Sculpt stick in Toasted right now. I used to think Milk was a really overrated brand because I remember when it first came out, and I remember they just did like these big stick things, and I felt like that's what they were known for, is just the big like sticks. That's all they did, was they had like the really big affordable like stick formulas. And you know, I tried some when they first came out and I wasn't super impressed. I may have also been at the point where I didn't really know how to do makeup like very well. I guess Milk was kind of lost on me at the time. But the more I've played with it as an adult, the more I've appreciated cream products, because I was very much a powder product person. I didn't really enjoy, let's cover up that zit. I really wasn't like a powder product, a cream product person. So Milk was already lost on me for that. But then I tried some of their highlighters. First off, the highlighter sticks are so pretty. And then I also tried the blush sticks. And the blush stick that I have, and I cannot remember the color, but if I remember the color, I will let you know, is so pretty. I think it's like Work or something like that. Super pretty. And it glides on really well. It's very user-friendly. So you can like fix what you need to super fast without like regretting all your life decisions. I just thought it was a popular brand and that like only teenagers liked it, but I definitely would encourage older. I say older as like I'm old or something, but I would definitely like, if you're not like Gen Z or Gen Alpha or whatever, I'd still would try like Milk makeup, give it a go. Because like I said, I think they make like really pretty products that if you are one of those people who doesn't like a ton of makeup, I think work really well. Do not try the chalks. The chalks are awful. Those eye chalks, terrible. But I definitely like their cream products. I would recommend their cream products, hands down. Did I forget a blush? I forgot a blush. I'll be right back. I gathered all my products today thinking I had everything in the bag and that I was so prepared today. And look at me just forgetting everything. All right. But Milk makeup, I think definitely should get a little bit more appreciation. And I know it's popular right now because of the cooling sticks and the lip oils, but don't just stop at those. Like, go for their contour products, go for their blush products, their highlighter products. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I have one of the glitter sticks from when Pride was out, and it's just rainbow glitter. It is so freaking pretty. Just like a stick of just glitter. It is so pretty for like festival looks, and you know, summer's coming up, so like big festivals and concerts and all sorts of fun stuff is occurring. I think y'all should give it a try. Just give their cream products a try. I think you'll enjoy it. If you're super oily though, I definitely would set them. Just because I am also oily and I have to set these products to keep them in place. But yeah, I thought they were overrated because they were, you know, popular. Especially with the younger generation. And I was like, I'll never wear anything that's like low maintenance. I am high maintenance all the way. Look at me now. Look at me now. I'm still high maintenance, but I use low maintenance products too. Next one. This one, I don't know if this will come as a shock to people, but this one I definitely had some reservations about, and I thought was like super overrated. I will admit that the only reason I thought it was overrated is because it looked really preppy, and I didn't like that. I thought it just looked overrated, and the first product I tried, I will admit, probably was not the best product for me to try, just because of who I am. But Patrick Ta, I thought was just for those, like, aesthetic girlies, you know, rose gold packaging, and, oh, I just want to be aesthetic and cute and Instagrammy, and I don't know, I didn't like that at the time. Sorry, I'm focusing, because I gotta place this properly. There we go. Just to give a little ombre on the inside. But yes, rose gold packaging. And then I tried Patrick Ta's like eyeshadow palette, and I felt the shades were like too dark. Like even the light shades were just too dark. And I didn't like that very much. And it kind of annoyed me for a while, just how much people raved about Patrick Ta. Like, I respected him as, like, a makeup artist, especially for who he has worked for in the past. I will always give credit to makeup artists for that, because they have obviously done, like, well for themselves. But, I don't know. I thought it was just all bells and whistles and that the products would not be good. And then I tried my favorite product, which is the lip glosses. The lip glosses are so freaking pretty. Just so pretty. I fell in love with the lip gloss so hard. And I liked Patrick Ta Stints. I do like the brow gel. There's only 2 products I have not liked from Patrick Ta so far. And that is the glitters he released. Oh, they are flaky, chunky city. Like, so bad. They fell off everywhere. They were super huge chunks. Like, they were not fine glitter. It was craft glitter. But the brow gel is great. I am liking the brow gel. I've tried it more. I've got it to work with my pen. And that's all I need. That's all I need. Is for those to work together. But they work really well. I am enjoying. So my last brand, I don't know if people will think it's like super popular or overrated now, but at the time, I felt like everyone was talking about this brand, and I was sitting there like, what does she know about makeup? Like, she can stay in the fragrance game for all I care. But she is just not, she's not a makeup girly. Like, or like an authority on makeup, in my opinion. Like, just putting on like, just being known for winged liner, I feel like does not make a makeup, like someone who knows a lot about makeup. And maybe that's just my fault, but R.E.M. Beauty is really pretty. I have some of their like liquid eyeshadows, their liquid glitters. I have their lip glosses. I actually have a lot of R.E.M. Beauty products. And the only one I haven't enjoyed is the, what was it called? Oh, I am blanking. No. Was the lipstick. I felt it was like gritty and like waxy feeling, and it just wasn't like a good texture, in my opinion. The packaging, freaking adorable. Everything else sucked. Like, I hated her that lipstick. But everything else is stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. Wouldn't trade it kind of deal. Ah, this lip gloss is so pretty. Queen Cosmetics makes some beautiful lip glosses. Oh, the only issue is this is a clear base and I am wearing colored lipstick and I do not want to, I don't want to dip it back in. But R.E.M. Beauty. I like their stuff a lot, and at first I didn't care because it was just a celebrity brand, but everyone was coming out with like pretty good reviews on it. And I was like, okay, everyone's coming out with pretty decent reviews for it. Either a lot of people are getting paid, or this might actually have some merit to it. So I went to, well, when it was with Morphe, I went to my local Morphe store and actually tried some of the products out. And I have to admit, they were pretty. I bought some liquid shadows that day, and I've been buying from them ever since. And I wish Ari was a little bit more involved in the brand so I could feel a little better about, buying from it. Because I feel like she doesn't care a lot about the brand and only promotes it when it's time to put out a new product. But the products are actually really good. And I think at the time it was overhyped. Oh, the eyeshadows. Like the powder eyeshadows are not super fantastic, but they're workable. They're not like bad. They're just not great. They're good. They're fine. Definitely for the girls who don't want a ton. But I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm defending Aria. I feel like I'm defending some of these brands, but I think that's just more because I used to not like these brands. And I feel like people are going to say, oh, well, like, they're not overhyped now. But I'm talking about brands I thought were overhyped. Or maybe they aren't overhyped now. They used to be overhyped. Maybe that's what I should call it. Brands that I thought were overhyped or used to be overhyped that I actually like. Maybe that's what I should call this. But I don't know. I think people had it right when they were first reviewing R.E.M. that it's actually really good. And that I think people would genuinely enjoy like R.E.M. Beauty and playing with their products, because I think they do have a good range of products. And I think people sleep on, maybe not sleep on them now. They probably sleep on them now, but like I said, I at first was skeptical, but now I'm a firm believer that R.E.M. makes good stuff. And I want their powder blushes like really bad. I think they're really pretty. All right, so those are the brands that I thought were overrated when they first came out, or when I first discovered them, that people hyped up and told me were fantastic, and I didn't believe them until I tried it. And now I really enjoy them. And this is the final look. Let me put my hair down so y'all can see like the full effect of like, the hair down, and let's get the hair out of my face. Like the hair down and all curly, and I actually think I did good with that winged liner. Wow. Thank you, tape. But like, look at that shimmer. Look at that pink. Look at the mascara. The mascara is so freaking pretty. Blend Bunny has done it again. I mean, this thing's been out for a while, but the Blend Bunny just, every time I put it on, just makes me feel so pretty. Like, I think they did a really good job with this mascara. But I am going too far into a product review that is not part of this video. Need to work on that a little bit. But thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. Please, oh, I forgot to say, please like, subscribe, and comment. It's really appreciated. But whatever you can afford. And thank y'all for watching. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And go watch Spirited Away. If you haven't watched Spirited Away, go watch it, because it is such a great movie. I don't care if it's for kids. I think adults can get just as much out of it. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.